I'm still thirsty, so the Gaylord will be giving me some hydration this evening. My name is Arun Kumar and I am the driver, and you're watching Driven Diary. Driven Diary is the documentation of my life as I build a billion-dollar auto repair business called Driven Auto Care. I started Driven Auto Care back in 2023 to bring an excellent customer experience to an industry that has been lacking one for decades. I started Driven Diary at the same time to document the entrepreneurial journey. By watching the diary, you will get to see all of the early mornings, late nights, stress, big mistakes, and wins that come with trying to build a big business. If all of that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing so you don't miss our weekly videos. And with all that said, let's get to the episode. We've got Director Hamilton and Actor Dylan for some ads.
Okay.
So,
What up?
Monday evening, and we are QCing Hamilton's work here for Driven Diary 123 as we begin Driven Diary 124. And that last clip you saw was Director Hamilton and Actor Dylan shooting ads for Driven Auto Care because I don't want to be the only face of the business. So although I'm in all the training videos and I'm in a lot of the marketing, it's time to change that. We're diversifying. We're getting some more people involved, some people that I think are actually going to be around for a while. So I'm excited for that, and it's interesting to see folks getting pushed out of their comfort zone with something that I now do on the regular, but that definitely used to be hard for me once upon a time as well. I came back from the training event I was at in Philadelphia with a massive to-do list, and I got through, I don't know, like a third of it. All the easy things I got through today for basically working on recruiting, working on marketing, and also getting the We Are Driven ads set up for Driven Network. So we're going to start shooting additional ads, get those edited, but it's been a long wait for the current set of ads to actually come to us so that we can run ads, and I'm excited to see what happens there. Yeah, I got a lot going on. I'm back on a plane tomorrow, so it's going to be an interesting week, but made one job offer already today to a second tech for the Campbell shop. I am waiting to hear back from a tech that will hopefully work out for San Jose. I wanted to make him an offer today because we open in 2 weeks, so we'll see if that works. I haven't heard back from him yet. I got to get him on the phone. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. It's about 6 right now, so still time. But yeah, lots of recruiting, lots of setup to do, and back to some consulting work for the rest of this week, which will be odd. That's all for now. It is, what day is it? Wednesday evening. I recorded a very tiny bit yesterday, and that tiny bit was the plane. I was working on the plane on my way from San Francisco to Dallas. I was hard fought to get to my plane. Everything went wrong, and I didn't leave a lot of free time, spare time, as I was getting to the airport yesterday, so that was stressful. Got here, went out to a steakhouse for dinner, as one does when you're in the high-flying, highfalutin investment banking world that I found myself back in. For the first time in a while, it feels like you haven't heard anything really about Schwartz Advisors, but that's what I'm here doing. It's our first team meeting in 2 years. The last one was also in this hotel, so it's weird deja vu being back here. And then today, sitting in on the meeting, didn't contribute a ton. We were talking a lot about the future of human mobility, transportation, things like that, and how the company can be part of it. And I think, I'm pretty, admittedly, pretty focused on my own thing. I don't know, I'm going to kind of hold my tongue, I'm going to hold my tongue. I fly to South Dakota tomorrow, so that'll be good. I forgot my keys to my mailbox and my apartment in South Dakota, so Evelyn had to overnight them to this hotel. So hopefully they get here in the morning for the cost of $175 for some keys. But that $175 is cheaper than booking another round trip to South Dakota and booking another rental car. So saving my and the time involved there. So we'll see. I made a job offer to our San Jose technician on yesterday. He accepted, and then he told me, well, not and then he told me, but he has a 2-week notice period, and the notice period started today. So his last day is actually going to be February 5th, though we take over the shop January 30th, which is a Friday. So we're taking over the shop on a Friday. I'm going to clean it out over the weekend, and then I don't really know what we're going to do as far as getting customers in there. So we're going to figure that out. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah. We'll see. I'm feeling good enough. I got back in the gym here this evening. I recovered, was in the gym in Philadelphia, and then got sick again on Monday, and felt like crap yesterday and the day before, and so it didn't work out. I worked 16 hours straight on Monday, and yeah, just got shit going on. I guess the last update for you guys is the We Are Driven ads went live today, and we got our our second Driven Network sale straight off of ads. So that was great to see. And the last thing I'll update you on is this tattoo. I had a 9-hour session 3 weeks ago or whatever it was to get this far, and I was looking at it in the mirror at the gym today, and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of tattoo left to make here. It's done up to here, but I got an arm up to here, and it's gonna be a lot of ink to cover this up. So I'm a little nervous because my next appointment is Saturday, and I don't know if we're gonna finish. Kind of don't think we are. We'll see. I wasn't really planning on scheduling a third appointment. I'm excited to be done and then be done getting tattoos for quite a while, but we'll see. I will say one other mindset related thing just to share with you guys here. I know this isn't just like a personal life story diary here, but this is important. When I started at PwC, back in 2017, straight out of college, straight out of rehab, newly sober, trying to stay away from alcohol, I was told by my career development coach that worked with me at PwC that I needed to go to more happy hours because my lack of socializing was going to penalize my career. I did fine at PwC. I did very well. I was the top rated associate in my class in my first 2 years. And that was an interesting piece of feedback I got. And so what's interesting about Schwartz Advisors is because we are a remote company, and when we do get together, there's a lot of drinking involved. I am kind of forced to participate because of travel. Like, I'm with these people for like 15 hours a day most of the time. We started at 8 o'clock, I guess 12 hours a day, probably. We started at 8 o'clock this morning, and I got back to the hotel at 8 o'clock tonight. So that's the reality of it. And because of that, I've probably built slightly better relationships with these people than I did at PwC, but not really, because at PwC, I was in an office with them all the time. So the kind of happy hour stuff is kind of really necessary here. But, okay, at the end of the day, here's my point. The first car offered one seat left to get back to the hotel this evening, and I jumped at the opportunity because I was done playing pool and eating fried food. and drinking like a gallon of Topo Chico. So I'm still thirsty. So the Gaylord will be giving me some hydration this evening. But yeah, that's what's going on. You know, I've never had that super social mindset. I'm here to do a job. I'm going to do that job. If that job involves building a good relationship with people, I will build a good relationship with people, whether or not I'm spending 12 hours a day with them. And that's what's important here is that the job gets done well. I really do believe that excellence and a good attitude supersede any relationship, because excellence and a good attitude will engender a good relationship faster than any amount of beer at the bar will. And that's weird because that's the opposite mindset that I had 10 years ago, for sure. I thought for sure that I needed to drink to succeed in business. It's very not true. Last thing I'll talk about. Last thing, I promise. This is a long clip. I know. I imposed a new requirement for the managers on Monday. And that was that I need them to fill out their own daily dashboards. So we fill out a daily dashboard as a company and we email it out to the firm, to the company at the end of each day. And previously, Mia, my Filipino virtual assistant, was doing that. And I brought it in-house basically because I really want these guys to pay attention to their numbers, and I feel like if they're just reading them and not typing them in themselves, then they're going to lose track of them. So we'll see how it goes. It's been 3 days. It's been kind of erroneous. There's been lots of errors. I'm having Mia review it and correct things and then tell me what she corrected. So that's what we got going on. That's what's going on this evening. Thirsty. And it's 9:40 p.m. here, so I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna wake up early, gonna get another workout, get back to work, fly to South Dakota. All is well. That's all for now. Okay. The Jeep Renegade. Terrible vehicle, but it did get me up to Leeds, South Dakota, where there is a lot of snow on the ground, and I am not dressed appropriately. But hey, you know what? I'm here to check my mail, so let's go do that. Oh. This is a nice place. Haven't been here in 6 months or so. Town of 3,000 people. My apartment is just up there. But beautiful place here. Okay. Friday morning. We're here in South Dakota. Biggest thing that happened yesterday is the new drivenautocare.com went live. So this is our official site. We've got these cool videos going. We got big imagery. We got reviews. We got stats. We got navigation buttons. We got extra stuff. Oh yeah. So it's got a lot of work left to go, to be honest. But it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool here. So ideally, this is optimized to get people to the site, and that these sites will get rated higher on Google because they are super SEO optimized. So I'm waiting to see how that goes. I gotta clean up the imagery in the long term. That's not even a real car. These are press photos. So like, we got work to do for sure. But the point is that this is both a better look and feel site in the long term, and in the short term, it will help a lot with boosting our Google ratings organically. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm here in South Dakota. I checked my mail. It was worth checking my mail here. There were license plates for the E46 M3 waiting for me. I'm getting lunch with my landlord today, and I think it's time I tell him I'm pulling the plug on the lease here because this place is a shithole, if I'm honest. There's no hot water. The kitchen sink, the drain, like the piping under it, is a bucket. It's just not. It's like I'm not gonna stay here. Like I would rather stay in a hotel. I can put all my stuff in storage, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm romanticizing the idea constantly of having a place to escape out here, but I don't want to bring my family to this place. So we need a better place. This is really what it comes down to. So got lunch with him today. I'm gonna tell him all this. My phone charger got broken on the plane yesterday, so I gotta scramble and get a new phone charger setup going here. I paid $27 for a car charging cable yesterday that was compatible with this Jeep Renegade CarPlay that I have. I gotta order a real charging cable for my backpack again. Separately, what else? I'm gonna go out to the car. It's -7 degrees and was snowing all night, so I got some work to do with the car, I think. So that's the next step right now. I gotta go to the post office and the treasurer's office this morning here before I head back down to the airport. All right, honestly, not that bad. Could be worse. I did a similar video to this a year ago when I was here. This is funny. I'm getting all this frozen stuff in my backup camera. All right, let's get out of here. Friday evening, and it's been a long trip this week. The whole thing's been a fight, it felt like. But right at the end, some good stuff. You know what that good stuff really is exiting the terminal and finding that despite it not being the correct spec gate for the airline, that you get dumped out right at your car, maybe, if I can find it. I know I parked over here. I parked in D. Aha. Why did they make the D17 section so large? I see over there, can't zoom because I only got one hand. NE92 Hamilton. Do the zoom, Hamilton. All right. This trip had a couple of interesting things happen. I sat next to the CEO of Sports Advisors on the plane to Denver yesterday. My Turo got cut short early, so I spent a lot of time sitting in the Rapid City Airport today working, which meant I had to get quite a lot done early. Canceled my South Dakota lease because I spent 2 nights in an apartment I paid rent on all year. Productive trip. Got license plates, got tabs renewed. It was a fight. Don't get me wrong, that trip was a hell of a fight. But I think some fruitful things will come out of it. I think that I have a sort of renewed focus on consulting revenue. I feel a little pressure to continue contributing and earning money from that business, making smart financial decisions with South Dakota, and watching my team struggle this week with Driven Auto Care also. So things to be done, but lots of work that can be done that I'm excited to do. But first, tomorrow, tattoo time. So that's going to be it for Driven Diary episode 124. Thank you very much for watching. Sitting in my car, I'm excited to go home. I hope that you get excited to sit in your car, go for a drive, feel the experience and the passion that can come from cars. I watched this great video today with Andy Frisella and Pejman Gadimi going over Andy's car collection. He's a huge, passionate car enthusiast. He's one of the guys that he didn't document the first several years of his career, building the early days of his wealth. That's what I'm trying to do with these videos. So thank you, Andy, for inspiring me with and teaching me with everything you've taught me. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like so we can show up higher in the YouTube algorithm. If you have any questions or feedback, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's Driven Diary. And until next week, I hope we can go out and continue to build your own automotive dreams and stay driven.